gotta get through it.
Okay. Take a pill. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. All right. What's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here on this Friday night. Back again with another video right here on Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button down below, and subscribe to all my other channels, which are down below in the description box. And as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and share this video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap that bell and turn on all my notifications so you never ever miss an upload. And that's all you got to do. So like the video, share the video, subscribe, follow me on social media, and don't forget to tap that goddamn bell. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to get this video out of the way because I got to eat some dinner. So it's going to be pretty much short and sweet. Hopefully not too long, but that's all I got to say about that. Before I start, check out my Raw review, either before this video or after the video, at the link in the description box. And so check it out. Had a great discussion with a good buddy, Big Ben Bittner, a fellow YouTuber. So finally collaborated with him. Had a decent chat, and that was it. So check it out in the description box below. And if you're 18 and over, you get to watch it. But if you're under 18, you have to get your parents' permission, because YouTube fucked me over and age restricted my video for some odd reason. And my channel is not made for kids, and I get age restricted. So YouTube, you can get the double bird, and that's all I gotta say about that. I appealed it. Hopefully, I get the age restriction removed, but who knows? All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this Friday night, March the 19th, 2021. Hope everybody had a good day. I had a great day, and got the weekend coming. Spring is starting tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Gonna be about 50-something degrees tomorrow and sunny. Gonna have, hopefully all you have a great weekend. Got Fastlane this weekend, and NWA back to the attack on Sunday. So some good wrestling this weekend. So that's it. And I'll do my Fastlane predictions tomorrow on TGC 189, and that's pretty much it on the TGC Reborn channel. All right, chat room's open if you want to come in for a little bit, but like I said, I'm not going to make this video too long, and that's it, because I want to eat and do other things. All right, so on this March 19th, 2021, it is time for your late night Smackdown review for March the 19th, 2021, the go-home show before this Sunday's Fastlane pay-per-view, which will be held in the Thunderdome at Tropicana Field, and it is the final stop before WrestleMania 37 on April the 10th and the 11th, which is now supposedly sold out. I was watching my good buddy Joe Cronin. He said that 1,500 tickets were sold already, and tickets were not selling. I guess he got the wrong information, because either I got the wrong information, somebody got the wrong information, because I read a story just now that WrestleMania tickets are sold out. So I guess they were able to sell 20,000 tickets already in a span of a couple hours. So WrestleMania is sold out. So Vince got what he wants. But will they pull off a good WrestleMania? We'll see in the next couple weeks. And that's that. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start off SmackDown. And SmackDown was an okay show. Nothing great. And as always, we had Mitchell Cole and Corey Slave at ringside. Or Michael Cole and Corey Graves, whatever. And it was an okay show for what it was. Ending was okay. Predictable ending with Jey Uso and Edge Stain in the main event. And the winner will become special ring enforcer in the Universal title match between Daniel Bryan and our tribal chief Roman Reigns. So predictable winner there, and what happened afterwards about that, and that's it. And we will move on. All right, so SmackDown begins, with the usual fanfare, ECDC's Are You Ready hits, and hear from Michael Cole. Welcome us to SmackDown, brought to you by Progressive, who can save you money, blah, 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 blah. All right, so SmackDown kicks off with, in the back, at the with the two ladies that will be fighting WrestleMania SmackDown title, and will be teaming up this Sunday to take on the women's tag team champions Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. So we get Bianca Belair, I played with my hair, Bianca Belair, and the SmackDown Women's Champion Sasha Banks. They are arguing backstage, and Bianca asks her what she's thinking about. What are you doing taking on Nia Jax tonight for the SmackDown Women's thinking, Sasha? So Sasha's like, I'm the boss. I can do whatever I want, girl. So they argued, and Bianca tells her that it was it's a bad decision, and she's not going to go out and save her. And that 2.25 out of 5 stars. So we'll see what happens coming up next with Sasha going up against Nia Jax for the SmackDown Women's say about that, and we will move on from there. All right, then we go to the ring, and it's boss time. It's boss time. Michael Cole getting a hard on. Because every time Sasha Banks comes out, it's boss time. Michael Cole has to get his lotion. It is what it is. And then the women's tag team champions Nia Jax, and Shayna Baszler comes out. Then they is not with them since Nia gave him a spa day, and we see him at the spa, at the spa, getting a treatment with cucumbers on his eyes. And Nia's all smiling and blah blah blah. And Shayna looks at the screen. She does the worst face palm in history. He's like, "Why am I in this tag team?" Yes, yes, boo. All right. Anyway, so we get to the match, and we'll see. I can't even talk tonight. We'll see Reggie probably Sunday. And I'll probably get involved in the women's tag team title match with Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, and Sasha and Bianca. Blah 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 blah. All right, so we get to the match, and match was it was all right, nothing great. So on the way, Sasha is out the gate first with a baseball slide, takes out Shayna Baszler, who was at ringside. Thank God she was not on commentary, even though it would have made commentary a little bit better. Little bit. But it is what it is. So she gets on the top rope, drives Nia into the second turnbuckle, and she's going to work on Nia for a while, and she hits the double knees and onto Nia, then a bulldog. She goes for the bank statement, but Nia's just too fat and gets out of it. Sasha runs to the ropes, but Nia hits a back elbow, taking Sasha down. Then Nia goes to work on Sasha, picks her up, and hits a mean-looking gorilla press slam. I mean, she picked her up and goes, whee! And then Sasha goes, whoa! I was like, please don't get hurt. Please don't get hurt. Because you know how Nia jacks botches a lot. It is what it is. And goes for the cover, Sasha kicks out. And then Nia picks her up with a 1921 body slam. Goes off the ropes with an elbow drop. And then she works on Sasha. Goes for the cover. Sasha kicked out. And she sends Sasha into ropes and slams into her. Lifts Sasha up and hits a Samoan drop for a near fall. Then we hear the music of Bianca Belair, Bianca Belair. I play with my hair, that's not even real, but I'm Bianca Belair. I'm the EST of WWE, but I play with my hair. You know that's not her real hair, right? So Bianca comes out. She gets, Sasha gets knocked to the outside, and then Bianca gets in her face. She's like, "Come on, girl, you can do this, girl. Come on, stop being a bitch." Giving a nice pep talk to Sasha as we go to break. We come back. Nia hits a sidewalk slam, goes for the cover. Sasha kicks out, and Nia throws Sasha face first into the turnbuckle. Goes for another cover. Sasha kicks out again. And Nia picks up Sasha, but Sasha goes for a sunset flip. Hey, that ain't gonna work. Nia tries to sit her fat ass on her, but Sasha thankfully moved out of the way before getting her face smashed. Not in a good way, but it is what it is. And Sasha with the double knees from behind goes for the cover. Nia kicks out. Nia throws Sasha to the outside. Sasha gets in the ring, kicks Nia in the head, and then she climbs on Nia's shoulders, tries to lock in a bank statement. Nia tries to reverse it into a Samoan drop, and Sasha reverses that into a nice DDT. Transitions into the bank statement, and then on the outside we see Shayna Baszler and Bianca Belair argue, and Shayna's trying to save Nia, and Bianca's trying to get her out. Shayna gets in the ring and tries to kick Sasha's teeth down her throat, but Sasha thankfully moved, and Shayna accidentally kicks Nia in the titties, and knocks her out. Sasha then goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Sasha Banks retains the SmackDown Women's title. Obviously, they're not going to make Nia Jax win the belt. Really? No. So Sasha wins. Match was all right. Gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's all I got to say about that. All right. Let's acknowledge the chat just for a second, and we'll get back to SmackDown. All right. We got a newcomer, Trin Bago. I guess it's a woman. I don't know if it's a woman, but if it's a woman, thank you for coming in. That's all I gotta say about that. Much love from Trinidad and Tobago. Hey, we're a hit now in Trinidad and Tobago. We're global now. The show is gone global, ladies and gentlemen. Now all we need to do is get to Jamaica. But the show is getting popular, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't like it, well, it's too goddamn bad. And that's all I gotta say about that. But big ups to everybody in Trinidad and Tobago. And that's all I gotta say about that. But thank you for coming in. And subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends, and don't forget to hit that bell as well. Thank you for coming in. All right, my good buddy Big Ben Bittner's in the chat. He said, "What's up? How you doing, Ben? Thank you for coming on my Raw review." And sorry about the technical difficulties we had. And that's that. So thank you for coming out. Thank you for coming in. And also got my good buddy. I obviously know my tennis. Okay, that's the funniest name on YouTube. I've seen in a while, and I've been on YouTube for like 11, almost 12 years, and I've seen a lot of crazy names. This guy takes the cake, but good guy though. He says, "Hey Peter, hope your injury from the other day is doing a lot better." Yeah, my back's doing all right. You know, hurts. It hurt like hell. I am not an old man. You're broken. I am a broken man, but that is true. You know, today was really cold. The wind chill was like minus 35. I don't know what it was, but it was cold here today, and I had to go out do some errands, and I'm waiting for the bus. I'm waiting for the train, and I am fucking cold. My back is is tightening up, and it's just a mess today. It's still my hands still hurt here and there now, but getting better. With the proper medication and taking my vitamins, saying my prayers, and believing in the Almighty God, brother. Like Hulk Hogan. No, I'm not training and anything, but I am. Sooner or later I will. But that's all I can say about that. But yeah, I'm doing better. But thank you for your concern. And that's all I can say about that. All right, let's get back to SmackDown. So Sasha Banks retains the title over Nia Jax, and that's it. And we'll see what happens this Sunday at Fastlane when Sasha and Bianca team up to face Nia and Shayna Baszler for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. And I think they might win. There's a possibility they might win, and they will go to WrestleMania as well. Sasha will be 2 belts Banks for the second time, and Bianca will get her first title on the main roster. Well, in her career, obviously, because I don't think she won anything she didn't win anything in NXT, but so she'll get her first major, not semi-major title, but she'll get her first title, and she'll go to WrestleMania with a title, and they might do double duty at WrestleMania, but we'll see. And if they continue to be tag team champions, and they continue to go to WrestleMania, like I said, they might do double duty. And if all things things go their way, Sasha can come out of it still Sasha 2 belts Banks, or Bianca will come out as Bianca 2 Banks, or something like that. But we'll see what happens this Sunday night on the program, and that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right, let's move on. All right, then we see a clip from last week's show, the ending of last show, involving Edge, Stain, Roman Reigns, Tribal Chief, Jey Uso, and Daniel Bryan. The whole thing, what happened, the big brawl, and the contract signing between Daniel Bryan and Roman. Daniel's like, oh, I might be the self-proclaimed head of the table, pissing off Roman, and Roman's like, well, at first he wasn't gonna sign, and then he signed the contract, and then he said he's gonna break Daniel Bryan in half. And then Jay, well, we need a special enforcer, and that guy is going to be me. And then Edge comes out and says, well, why don't we have a match and see who's going to be the special enforcer? So that's hype for the main event. And that's it. All right. And that leads us into going backstage with Kayla Braxton and her guest, the Rated R superstar, Edge. She asks him how he feels to be back on SmackDown and have his first match in over a decade. So Edge says this show has always felt like home to him, some of the greatest moments of his career. He mentions defeating The Undertaker for the World Heavyweight title 19 years ago. But that was 19 years ago, by the way, on 2002, when he was the first Money in the Bank winner. I think it was the first time. Might be the first or second time, I believe. I don't remember, actually. But anyway, he says it feels surreal, but it kind of feels right. He says Daniel Bryan deserves a fair chance at Fastlane, and if he's not out there, Bryan will probably won't have a good chance to win. But as far as tonight, Edge says Jey Uso can be one of the greatest talents in this industry, but not when he's in Roman's shadow. And as long as he's in Roman's shadow, he will get into trouble. And tonight, he's in trouble. He's in big trouble. So we'll see what happens in the main event with Edge, Stain, and Jey Uso, and we'll see who comes out of it as the special enforcer this Sunday. So I gave that segment 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's all I got to say about that. And we will move on. I know we got more comments coming in, but let me get this. Like I said, I want to get this done and out of the way real quick because the man's got to eat, you know. And that's all I got to say about that. All right. Now my notes. Damn it, this computer sucks, and I lost my notes. Damn it. All right, there we go. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Once. Okay. Just gotta check my notes. Okay. All right. Then we go to break. Then we come back. We see a clip of Edge winning the tag team titles. 19. Oh, actually, sorry. When he beat the Undertaker, it was 12 years ago. Sorry for that. 19 years ago, he won the tag team titles from Billy and Chuck. And he won the belts with Hulk Hogan, brother. And they didn't hold the belts for long. So I think they lost them to, who they lost them to? Kurt Angle and somebody else, I think. Was Chris Benoit and somebody else? I forget. But, yeah, so Edge, Hogan Hogan is a tag team champion. Go figure. But it is what. So we saw that. So it's nice. All right. After that, we go backstage. We see the tag team champions. Well, the women's tag team champions, Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. They're backstage. Nia is pissed at what Shayna did, costing her the SmackDown Women's title. Shayna apologizes. Nia tells her she wants to know what she's going to do about it. Shayna said she will go get a match versus Bianca for later on, and she's going to kick her head off. And then Nia's like, well, if you do that again, I'm coming for you. So they might break up this weekend. I don't know. On Sunday, we'll see. And that's that. So I give that 2 out of 5 stars. All right, then we go to the ring with our good friend Seth Rollins. And what the fuck was he wearing tonight? He had a white suit, and at the edges near the edge of the suit, and then his pants are all black. Where the hell did he get that suit and that outfit from? Certainly wasn't Walmart. But anyway, Seth Rollins in the ring, cutting a promo, says he recently made his return to SmackDown a couple of weeks ago, and when he did, the entire locker room surrounded the ring to greet him like a king. He says they came out because they respect him, and then they turned their backs and walked out on him. He respected their decision to be idiots, but one person took the disrespect too far, and that man was Cesaro. And he finally figured out why. And that's because Cesaro is jealous of him. So Seth says Cesaro is jealous of him because he is loved everywhere he goes, and that he is a WrestleMania main eventer while he is a failure. Seth says he's a fighter, not a failure, and when you knock him down, he stands right back up. But Cesaro is not the same. Then we see a clip of Seth attacking Cesaro during his match with Murphy, laying a match, telling me he's not on his level, and all that other crap. Seth tells Cesaro that he swung him around 22 times. Damn. And Cesaro will never disrespect him or embarrass him like that ever again. Then he calls Cesaro the biggest waste of potential in WWE history. Ouch. So that's that. And then we hear the music of Shinsuke Nakamura. And he comes out, doing this and stuff like that. And Seth's pissed. He says, talk about somebody who disrespects somebody. So Seth tells Shinsuke to stay away as Nakamura starts to get in the ring. Nakamura then grabs the microphone from Seth, tells him to shut up. We don't have sushi later. No, just kidding. Seth tries to attack him, but Shinsuke with a spinning kick. Seth rolls out of the ring. I thought he was going to go to the back. But he gets back in the ring like a dumbass. And then Nakamura hits him with the Kid Sasha. And that's it. So probably next week, actually at Fastlane, it was announced that Shinsuke Nakamura will take on Seth Rollins one-on-one. Probably should be a good match. I think hopefully Shinsuke wins, but logic would tell you that Seth will probably win. But I do see Cesaro getting involved in that match, and that's all I guess to say about that. And we will move on from there. All right. All right, then we go to commentary, and Mitchell Cole and Corey Graves, they talk about Eric Bischoff getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. So, by the way, you can watch that video, a couple videos back on my Peter Gilmore channel. Link to the channel down below. So give it a like, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and that's all I got to say about that. All right, then we go to break. We come back with our next match, a tag team match player. We got the former SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. They take on Rey Mysterio, Booyaka Booyaka, and Dominic Mysterio, Booyaka, in a tag team match that I thought I'd never see. So there is some tag teams in the WWE. I forgot about Rey and Dominic as a tag team, father-son tag team. It is what it is. We had the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Dolph Ziggler and Rose's favorite wrestler in the whole entire world, Bobby Roode, on commentary. And they did pretty damn good on commentary. They were funny. And anyway, so we get to the match. Match was all right. Starts off with Dominic and Montez Ford. Montez hits an arm drag, followed by an arm drag by Dominic. They go back and forth and they shake hands. Some mutual respect for the tag teams, which you love to see. Montez with a kick. Goes for a backdrop. Dominic lands on his feet. Tags in his dad, who hits a drop kick. Goes for the cover, but Montez Ford kicks out. Ford then runs the ropes, and Dawkins gets tagged in. Then they double team Rey as Angelo Dawkins goes for the cover. Rey kicks out. And then Dawkins with a spinning splash in the corner. Tags out to Montez Ford. But Rey sends Montez into the ropes. Dominic gets tagged in. And then Angelo Dawkins gets in the ring. Dominic hits a Hurricane Rana, taking down Dawkins. He sends him to the outside. Dominic goes off the ropes, but Montez Ford's there with a clothesline, knocking him down. And then a big backdrop by Montez Ford. Goes for the cover. Dominic kicks out. And then Angelo Dawkins gets tagged in. And they try to double team Dominic, but Rey breaks it up. And there's a little bit of a chaos going on, and then Dominic gets a 1921 roll-up on Angelo Dawkins right near the corner. 1, 2, 3, Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio get the surprising win over the former SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler going nuts. They're like, oh, this is the #1 contenders? They lost to them? I was shocked. I didn't think they would win, but they got the victory. And they pick up a big win going in a possible match with the champs later on, but we'll see. So I gave the match 2.25 out of 5 stars. And then afterwards, we hear the music of Alpha Academy, Chad Gable, and Fat Man Otis to go to the ring. And, Otis like, I'm Otis, Anyway, Chad Gable gets on the mic, tells them that them getting the win doesn't mean it gets them a title opportunity before them. Then Gable and Otis turn their attention to the Street Profits as Rey and Dominic drop kick them to the outside and basically lay them out. And that's that. And guess what that leads to, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, an impromptu tag team match player. So Rey and Dominic, after they get their big win against the Street Profits, they take on Chad Gable and Otis. Match wasn't anything to write home about. So we start off with Rey and Chad Gable, and then Street Profits and Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode are all on commentary, going completely berserk. Gable goes for a suplex off the top, but Rey knocks him down. Rey with a sit-down senton off the top rope. Throws Chad down onto the second rope. Lands a 619. And then Dominic knocks Otis off the top rope. Rey gets on the top rope, but Otis trips him up. Then Otis comes in and takes down Rey with a 1921 body slam. Then he starts stomping on Rey, and then the heels start taking control of Rey. Otis goes for an elbow, but Rey moves out of the way, and Gable and Dominic get tagged in. Gable with a German suplex, and then Otis with a flying splash off the second rope. 1, 2, 3. Otis and Chad Gable get the win over the Mysterios, and they make their case for a possible tag team title match coming up later on, and that's pretty much it. All right, then we move on from there. All right, then we go to the back. We see Sami Zayn and his documentary crew. He says he's finalizing the documentary and talks about his match coming up with Baron Snow and Corbin, which he never signed up for. But you're going to get away. And then in comes Kevin Owens, Kevin Steen, as always, Jericho and Steen. In comes Kevin, tells Sami he's not sure if he will be in the documentary. So Sami's trying to convince Kevin to Dinner's ready? Okay, I'm going to paraphrase all this and I'll get this out of the way. So you're going to have to wait a couple minutes. Sami tries to convince Kevin to join his documentary. Kevin asks him if he's ever considered that. Whatever is happening, Sami has been twisting reality to fill his narrative, blah, blah, blah. And then basically Sami's like, come see for yourself the whole conspiracy against me and all that stuff. So Kevin agrees, and that's that. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. And we move on from there. All right, then we get a video of Edge winning the World Heavyweight title from The Undertaker 14 years ago on Smackdown. And then we get a Daniel Bryan promo, hyping the main event, blah, blah, blah. And then Roman comes out with Paul Heyman. They chastise Bryan. And Bryan's like, I'm going to make you tap out. And Roman's like, well, you're going to have to kill me to tap me out. I'd rather die than tap out to you. And then Daniel says he hopes Roman doesn't die, but if he taps out or doesn't tap out, he's going to beat him for the Universal title at Fastlane and go on to WrestleMania. And that's that. So pretty good promo from those two guys. And I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. All right, then we get Sami Zayn and Baron Corbin. Not a great match. Baron Corbin wins the match with the end of days. Whoop-de-damn-do. Then Sami argued with Kevin on the outside. And then Sami attacks Kevin with a kick and tells Kevin he's not crazy, but that Kevin is blind. So that match is now official for Fastlane. So we get another Kevin Steen Generico match. How many times have we seen that? As long as Kevin Owens sends Sami Zayn back to Mexico, so Sami Zayn can kidnap more orphans in Mexico at the Mexican orphanage. But it is what it is. All right, then we get a not face to face. We get a clip of Apollo Crews attacking Big E last week, and then that leads us to Big E and Apollo in separate rooms. They argue. Big E says that he's going to retain the Intercontinental title on Sunday, and Apollo is going to get everything that he deserves. And Apollo's like, talks in Nigerian, blah, blah, blah. Basically saying that you fill your mouth with a razor and you will spit blood. And that's what's going to happen to you. He's going to crack Big E's face open and blah, blah, blah. Big E gets pissed. Then he leaves the room, drives a golf cart around looking for Apollo, finally finds him. He starts beating the living crap out of Apollo. And then WWE officials have to break it up. So we'll see what happens with that match coming up on Sunday. Should be a pretty decent match, and I think Big E will retain, but we'll see. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars, and we move on from there. All right, we go to commercial. We come back. We'll get to our next match. Bianca Belair, I played with my hair, taking on Shayna Baszler. Shayna wins by disqualification after Natalya and Tamina come out to attack Shayna from behind. Referee calls for the bell. So I give that match 1.5 out of 5 stars. Afterwards, Bianca's thrown to the outside. And then, Shayna gets thrown to the outside. Natalya and Tamina then double team Bianca in the ring. And actually make their case for a future women's tag team title shot. And we'll see what happens with that. All right. Then we go to commercial. We come back with the main event. Edge versus Jey Uso. Pretty good match. Edge goes to submission. Jey moved out of the way. And then Jey comes back, starts targeting the ribs of Edge. Throws some ribs first into the top rope and then into the ring post. But Edge comes back. And then Jey comes back. So it goes back and forth. Daniel Bryan was on commentary. Jey goes for the cover. Edge kicks out. Jey grabs Edge, but Edge slams Jey onto the mat. Jay gets up, Edge hits him with a weak, very weak spear. Bad. I mean, really, we've seen Edge hit the spear before and with velocity. I mean, but I guess it's because of his ribs, but it is what it is. But he hit a weak spear. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Edge picks up the win, and he's the special ring enforcer for the match on Sunday with Roman and Daniel for the Universal title. Obviously, that was going to happen. So, gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars. Afterwards, Roman hits Edge with a good-looking spear, lays him out. Then he tells Bryan to tap him out. Bryan gets off commentary, but Jey Uso attacks him from behind. Throws Bryan into the ring. Roman hits him with a spear, almost cutting him in half. And Roman holds up the Universal title to end SmackDown. And that's pretty much it. So I give the Aftermath 2.5 out of 5 stars. Overall, SmackDown was pretty decent, and I gave it. Just get my damn thing over here. I gave SmackDown 6.5 out of 10 stars, and that's that. And let's finish it up with the chat, and I'm gonna end the video, and I'm gonna go eat. I obviously know my tennis says, would you ever consider doing a WrestleMania watch along? Where do you do your live reactions to the show? I actually don't do live reactions. But I'm going to consider it in the future. As far as a WrestleMania watch-along, probably not happening. But you never know. You never know. That's all I got to say about that. Also help with the views and subs. Possibly hoping for that. We'll see. Okay, last comment to end the show. All these anti-smarts gave Nakamura so much flack. He's just being booked poorly by WWE. He has more potential than what people realize. That is true. Just getting booked properly. Kind of like Kevin Steen and Generico. I think Nakamura is going to go back to Japan eventually, because really he's not going anywhere right now. And like I said, they should just release him, let him go back to Japan, and that's it. That's all I got to say about that. All right, thank you. I obviously know my tennis for coming in to chat. Big Ben Bittner for coming in the chat, and Trin Bagel for coming in the chat. Big ups to Trinidad and Tobago, and thank you. That's it. So thank you all for watching this video. Once again, 6.5 out of 10 stars for SmackDown. And we'll see what happens this Sunday night at Fastlane as we're on the road to WrestleMania 37, which is now sold out. And that's it. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gomez signing off. Subscribe. And if you don't like it, well, too bad. So I'm going to go eat my dinner and watch some TV. And that's it. So thank you for watching this short video. Sorry, it's a little bit shorter than my usual videos, but I want to eat. So thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. I'm out. Peace, bitches.